That was Riding Home with the Reader. We are live off the floor. Good evening and welcome to the Conquerall Mills Music Show on 88.7 Cove FM, where tonight I am featuring the Lyle Catt Blues Band. Take it away, fellas.
From Tennessee, and I see what she do to me. She bought the boogie woogie mama, boogie woogie mama, the boogie woogie mama. She's gonna be the death of me. Well, she picked me up in a big Cadillac, step on the gas and the seat go back. 'Cause she's my boogie woogie mama, boogie woogie mama, the boogie woogie mama. She's gonna be the death of me. Well, we going about 95 and I don't know we're gonna make it alive. She's my boogie woogie mama, boogie woogie mama, boogie woogie mama. She's gonna be the death of me. Let me hear some now, Dave. She's not insane. She's always drives in the passing lane. But she's my boogie woogie mama, boogie woogie mama, a boogie woogie mama. She's gonna be the death of me. Well, she drives too fast, she don't drive slow, but she get me everywhere that I wanna go. She's my boogie woogie mama, boogie woogie mama, a boogie woogie mama. She's gonna be the death of me. All right. Well, boogie woogie mama, boogie woogie mama, boogie woogie mama, boogie woogie mama, boogie woogie mama. She's gonna be the death of me. One more time. Well, boogie woogie mama, boogie woogie mama, boogie woogie mama, boogie woogie mama, boogie woogie mama. She's gonna be the death of me. The death of me. Thank you very much.
Thank you. That was Boogie Woogie Mama, performed by the Lyle Catt Blues Band. Thank you so much for joining us this evening, Peter, David, Rick, and Art. So I've got a fairly easy first question to ask you. Where does the name Lyle Catt come from?
How long is this program anyway? Actually, I'll make it quick. Years and years and years ago, I was in Tilsonburg picking tobacco one time, and we had to go someplace and pick something up way back in the boonies, and stopped the truck by a mailbox, and I looked at the mailbox, and it said Lyle Catt, spelled C-A-T-T, and I thought right then, that'll make a great name for a band. It only took 20 years later, but...
You're finally here, and we've got you in here performing tonight. I'd say we should just keep the music flowing. This one you're going to play for us next is called I Ain't Ready For You.
but I'm ready, ready for something new. Ready for me, I ain't ready for you. I got me a phone book the other day. I got no phone, so I threw it away, but I'm ready, ready for something new. Ready for me, but I ain't ready for you. I'm a real straight shooter, just down on my luck. Everything I got just sitting in my truck, but I'm ready, ready for something new. Ready for me, I ain't ready for you. Alright. And one is white, and just like me, don't know wrong from right, but they're ready, ready for something new. You're ready for me, but I ain't ready for you. I know a lot of folks, and they is fine, but all my friends gotta walk the line, but they're ready, ready for something new. Well, you're ready for me, I ain't ready for you. Well, they're ready for me, but I ain't ready for you. Well, they're ready for me, but I ain't ready for you. Thank you very much.
Great crowd we have tonight.
Oh, yeah.
That was excellent, guys. Thank you so much. Another little quick question for you. I'm just wondering, what was the impetus behind forming the Lyle Catt Blues Band? What drove you to start this band and start playing together?
No, it wasn't me. It was by accident. No, we had been playing, three of us in another band, and Peter had decided he wanted to record some of his original tunes, as he put it, before I die. So initially, I was going to do several of the backing tracks, but then we got these guys interested, and so it was just to record a CD, which we still haven't done. And then it sort of morphed from there. We played at the Grand Ole Uproar, I think, a year ago, and then we got a couple blues nights at the Legion in Bridgewater, and we had to keep expanding our sets. So we started off just with a few originals. Then we had to expand into a couple of sets for the blues nights with Catahoula Brown.
Yes.
And then we've got a few dances after that. So we've had to expand, and now we've added a little R&B into the mix because Peter also plays keyboards and has a Leslie that he loves to show off.
Unfortunately, we didn't get that tonight, but I think with the four of you here rocking out, I don't think we're going to miss
When
it
you build
all
a new
that much.
section,
So
we'll bring the Leslie down.
when I get the expansion phase 2 of the Conquerall Mills music studio here. Let's have another tune from you. This next one is one that you wrote, correct, Peter?
Yes. Came to me in a dream.
Yes. It came to you in a dream, and it's sort of, if I'm not trying to genreify your music, but it's sort of a reggae style
more
tune.
like New Orleans.
New
At least that
Orleans.
was the
Okay,
intent.
well,
It's probably South Shore or something now.
well, let's have your next song. This one's called "The Cold, Cold Ground."
I went down to see baby. When I go take her her out on the town. But a man pulled out his gun and he shot her just for fun. And she's dying on that cold, cold ground. I went down to see the jailer. Said, can you leave us alone? 'Cause I had me a knife and I was gonna take his life. But that jailer told me to go home. Well, the next day I ran down to Mexico now, and I stayed there about a month or 3. And I heard that that man, he got acquitted on the stand, and now he's free as you or me. Now that man went down to see his baby. He's gonna take her out of the town. But I pulled out my gun and it wasn't any fun. He lay dying on that cold, cold ground. I went out to see my baby. Gonna take her out on the town. But 2 men pulled out their guns, and what's done can't be undone. So I'll join her in that cold, cold ground. I'm going down to see my baby. I'm going down to see my girl. I'm going down to see my baby. I'm going down in that cold, cold ground.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And that song was Cold, Cold Ground from the Lyle Catt Blues Band. We're coming up on our break, but quickly before we cut to that, Peter, can you tell us a little bit about that song, what the inspiration was? You said it came to you in a dream. Is that all there is to that story, or is there more?
Actually, it wasn't a dream, but it was one of those things that I find everybody writes differently, right? And usually with me, it becomes a chord pattern that sounds pretty cool. And then I throw something in it just to hum along with it. And then after a while, there's a sentence that sounds right. And then after a while, I got to put them all together, and they become a story that I never planned from the start. It's like my subconscious must have talked. We always introduce that song as it's a murder and suicide, but it's really a love story.
That's how I think there are lots of famous love stories that sort of have that sort of sad trope to it, and then, but it's still a love story. We're going to take our first break, but please stay tuned for more music from the Lyle Catt Blues Band on the Conquerall Mills Music Show. We are back, and you are listening to the Conquerall Mills Music Show on 88.7 Cove FM and online at covefm.com. Tonight's featured group is the Lyle Catt Blues Band. Thanks again for joining us in the studio this evening.
Thanks for having us.
So before I get you to go into your next song, I want to know, how did the four of you come together to form the Lyle Catt Blues Band? What is your origin story?
Well, we were, or
It
I
a
was.
shipwreck.
That's one way, yeah. It ended up being that. I was playing in a band, and I think we had played a showcase somewhere, and Peter was there playing keyboards. Maybe it was Jamie's Jam. I think that might have been it. Anyhow, we were looking for a keyboard player.
Mm-hmm.
At the time, we were called, what were we? Livewire.
Okay.
And William Wells was in the group, and we got Peter to join the band. And as things happen with musicians, we never get along as well as we should. So we ended up splintering off in bits and pieces, and we picked up Art to replace a bass player that moved to the city. And with our original group, One Eye Open, our drummer Donnie Mater started working at Michelin. And shift work is the death of trying to book gigs. So Ricky actually started as a replacement with us. And then, as I say, this sort of recording project sort of took over, and so we've gone in a different direction.
So you got Rick and Art to join you, and now Rick and Art are stuck with you. Is that the deal?
They think so.
I think that's how it works, yes.
Really appreciate you guys coming in to play for us this evening. So in the interest of keeping you playing as much as possible, why don't you go into your next song? What are you going to play for us next?
This is called Please Come Home.
Won't you please come home? Baby, won't you please come home? I called your mama, I called your pa, I called your little sister down in Arkansas. Now baby, won't you please come home? Baby, why'd you have to go? Baby, why'd you have to go? Come on back, we'll take it real slow. I'm a changed man, I want you to know. Now baby, won't you please come home? Well, I'll say I'm sorry if it does any good. I know I didn't act like I should. Nothing with me and all with you. Baby, I miss you endlessly, yeah. I miss you so. Marilyn, I miss you so. Well, I cleaned the house, I did the dishes too. Picked your little sister up from high school. Now, baby, won't you please come home? Baby, didn't I you're mad? Baby, don't know why you're mad. I ever had. Your little sister told me now she's real sad. Now baby, won't you please come home? Baby, just take your time. Baby, just take your time. Well, you know I get lonely when you turn off the light. Your little sister said she'll spend the night. So baby, just take your time. Take your time, darling. Yeah, don't come home soon. Thank you.
And that was Baby Please Come Home as performed by the Lyle Catt Blues Band. In doing the prep for the show, you describe your music as boogie blues or rockabilly as opposed to the more traditional sort of 3-chord or slow blues, quote unquote. What drew you to that style of the boogie blues and rockabilly versus the slower 3-chord blues?
Well, mainly because when you play for people, you want them to have a good time. So we have a great time with this kind of stuff, and we want everybody to dance and have a party. So some places 3-chord blues real slow all night. Don't think so.
So who would you consider then to be, I guess, your roots and your influences for the music that you play as part of the Lyle Catt Blues Band? What are you drawn to, and what stuff do you like, and why?
We like absolutely everything. I personally am a Stevie Ray Vaughan head.
Mm-hmm.
So
I'll throw Matt Minglewood in there too.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I just like rock and roll, so mix it all up, and I think that's
And
sort
Art's
of
in
a,
the classics.
sort of a mixture of all that together.
And we always say we play a little bit of everything,
And
just to keep us happy and the crowd hopefully as well.
so does that make it then hard to decide what you're going to play as a band when you come together? Does one person sort of lay down the law and say, this is what we're playing and you fellas better learn it? Or do you guys all bring stuff to the table and make a decision that way?
We're
We
a
bring it all to the
democracy.
table, yeah. And I guess the main thing is, first of all, we got to like it. And then secondly, can you dance to it?
Mm-hmm.
If you can't dance to it, we're not going to do it.
We've had a bunch of songs that we liked, but we threw out just because they were in that in-between. We didn't know if people were going to dance fast to it or slow or wouldn't know, so we just said, no, move on to something else.
It's all for the party.
It's excellent because it does feel like we have a bit of a party. We got a good studio crew in here tonight, so things are
And they're
going
not drinking much. Jeez.
Got to start encouraging them. You'll have to start yelling out "sociable" every now and again or something.
Sociable,
What is the next song that you are going to play for us this evening, fellas?
It's called Cherrytree. It's another love story.
Shake, shake my cherry tree. Shake, shake my cherry tree. Shake my tree, you'll come home with me. Well, I saw a little girl and she just looked so fine. Saw a little girl and she just looked so fine. Well, I knew right then I was gonna make her mine. And she was singing, shake, shake my cherry tree. Shake, shake my cherry tree. Shake my tree, you'll come home with me. Well, I went right up and I looked her in the eye. Yeah, I went right up and I looked her in the eye. Well, she smiled at me and then she walked on by. But she was still singing, shake, shake my cherry tree. Shake, shake my cherry tree. Shake my tree, you'll come home with me. Well, we walked on down the street. Yeah, walked on down the street. Well, smiled and sang for every man she meet. And she was singing, shake, shake my cherry tree. Shake, shake my cherry tree. Shake my tree, you'll come home with me. Okay, Davey. Right, but then I had to do something, you know. And she's walking around singing to all these other men. So I had to do something, and this is what I did. Well, I took her home and I shook that cherry tree. I took her home and I shook that cherry tree. And she said, if you don't mind, would you shake it one more time for me? Shake that cherry tree. Shake that cherry tree. Shake that cherry tree. Shake that cherry tree. Well, I shook so hard, she wanna marry me. Shake that cherry tree. Shake that cherry tree.
And that one was Cherrytree, as performed again by the Lyle Catt Blues Band. I want to know, you have played a couple covers, but you're also playing original music for us tonight too. And I was wondering, how does the Lyle Catt Blues Band go about writing music? What is that process like for you guys?
I guess it's all on me because all the ones we've done so far I wrote. Like I said earlier, just fooling around. Something sounds right, you throw something in with it, and then whatever I got, when I figure I got something that's worthwhile doing, I bring it in these guys, and they're kind of my arrangers. I do it. They set the speed. They come up with the suggestions, and we kind of put it all together, and then out the other end, something comes out.
So you bring the idea in, and then you guys all collectively sort of flesh that idea out. Is that the way that works?
Well, I usually have the song and the words and all that stuff and the idea, but then they chop it up a little bit.
Kind of sculpted a bit.
I hear
So,
parts.
do you find that you make, pardon me, do you make big radical changes to these guys? Edit like your lyrics when you're in there? They say, oh, you should change that word to something else, or oh, I don't want it to end this way. Is that sort of how it goes?
Example is I brought Baby Please Come Home in, and the second line it goes from an A up to a D, and Dave threw in a G. Like, where did that come from? But it works, and that's kind of the stuff. Like they'll throw something in there, or show me something, or ask about something, and then if it sounds right, away we go.
That's excellent. It's nice that you guys function as a little bit of a democracy when it comes to your songwriting. So that's really cool to hear. Most people would be trying to choke the other person in the band, trying to get their stuff in.
Well, I was
edgewise,
being nice, but that's what really happened.
Peter is notorious for coming away and coming back and saying, "Oh, I changed this, or I added another verse, or I changed this or that." So we're pretty accepting of that. Even when we're playing it live, he'll throw stuff in we haven't heard before.
Yeah,
so.
sometimes you just got to go with the flow.
I want to be like Chuck Berry. Let's go up another key.
And do it a little faster or a little slower.
Well, we're coming up on our next break, but I believe we do have time for one more song. So the next one you are going to play for us, I believe, is called A Day Late.
Yes, and I just want to say in this one, we laugh all the time about dreams and all that stuff and writing songs in your dreams. The whole chorus in this thing came to me in a dream. The words and everything. I woke up and I thought, I got to write that down. I had a Keith Richards moment.
My favorite band was coming to town. All my friends were going down. I went over after work, but I was day late and $1 short. Day late and $1 short. Day late and $1 short. I ain't stupid, I ain't dumb, I'm just a day late and $1 short. Well, I met a woman, she's real hot. Said meet me Thursday at the local spot. Party pulled in the parking lot. I was a day late and $1 short. Day late and $1 short. Day late and $1 short. I ain't stupid, I ain't dumb, I'm just a day late and $1 short. Well, I went to see a boss about a raise. He said, come back and see me maybe Monday. I went back just full of hope. He said, you're day late and $1 short. Income tax people, they sent me some mail. Pay on time or go to jail. Went to the office, put money in the slot, but I was day late and $1 short. Day late and $1 short. Day late and $1 short. I ain't stupid, I ain't dumb, I'm just a day late and $1 short. And when I leave this earthly station, the pearly gates will be my destination. Hope St. Peter don't say to me, you're a day late and $1 short. Day late and $1 short. Day late and $1 short. I ain't stupid, I ain't dumb, I'm just a day late and $1 short. Day late and $1 short. Day late and $1 short. I ain't stupid, I ain't dumb, I'm just a day late and $1 short.
Thank you.
It has to have that note.
That one was A Day Late, written by the Lyle Catt Blues Band. We're going to take one more break on the Conquerall Mills Music Show. Please stick around to hear more from the Lyle Catt Blues Band on 88.7 Cove FM. And welcome back to the last segment of tonight's show with the Lyle Catt Blues Band. The next tune that you have for us has quite the provocative and interesting title. It's called Drugs and Alcohol. I'm pretty sure I know what this song is about, but I want to hear your thoughts on the subject matter of this tune, if you wouldn't mind sharing with me.
Well, Ricky has the whole story.
Well, Peter, at one time he lived in Mahone Bay, and he still does, but he lived in a place there. He had an apartment. He looked across the street. One side of the road was the liquor store, and the other side was a drugstore. So all you see was drugs and alcohol going all over the place. So it stuck with him all those years, and he finally put the pen to paper.
Well, this is Drugs
That's
and...
not true at all,
no,
but it
it's
sounds
not.
good.
I thought it was a good story,
No,
though.
let me tell the real story.
Oh, no.
I had written another song called Crown Royal and Cocaine. And it was a slow blues homage to Stevie Ray Vaughan, because back in the 80s when he had his addictions, he was addicted to Crown Royal and cocaine. So I had this song. Actually, it's in my book. We've never actually played it yet. And Peter, when he heard it, he was like, it's a slow blues song. So Peter's like, all right, let's speed it up. Let's make it bouncy. Let's change this. Let's change that. And I said, no. He wanted to change the Crown Royal and cocaine. I said, no, that's the whole point of the song. Anyway, he came back a week later and said, here, I've got something else. So it's completely different. Drugs and
I
alcohol.
rewrote it completely, stole it from him, rewrote the whole idea, but I said I was sorry.
Well, this is Drugs and Alcohol by the Lyle Catt Blues Band.
Well, I got those blues, don't know who to call. I got them blues, I don't know who to call. Don't know nobody, I got no friends. I know what I got when this all ends. Drugs and alcohol. All right, boys, come on in. When you get to the top, it's a long, long way to fall. When you get to the top, it's a long, long way to fall. You don't need much when you're down and out. You don't cry and you don't shout. Drugs and alcohol. Well, I had me a wife, she was a pain. She left me flat, took everything, stole my house, I sleep at the mall, but she never got my drugs and alcohol. Lost a lot of friends and I know who's to blame. Yeah, I lost a lot of friends and I know who's to blame. We all got deadlock, can't get ahead. Only thing left when we're all dead. Drugs and alcohol. Well, I can't seem to say no to what's killing me. Can't seem to say no to what's killing me. I can say no to common sense, say no to all my friends. Drugs and alcohol. Drugs and alcohol. Drugs and alcohol. Drugs and alcohol.
And that was drugs and alcohol, two things this host would know nothing about, I can assure you. I know that you all play fairly regularly in the Lunenburg County area and all over the place. Lots of live shows and dances. You had mentioned earlier that you had formed this band with the intention of recording an album. Do you still have the intention to record an album at some point?
Well, yes, but I have to go back to your initial statement. Where the hell are we playing all these places? Somebody come book us. We want to play.
Well, I know that
really, we started. We'd still like to do it, but it's a matter of time and money, and you know how it works. So it's all there. We'd love to do it, but we're going to work on it. Hopefully something will happen.
All right, well, then why don't we just keep this whole thing rolling along? The next one you're going to play for us is called Texas Flood. Is that correct?
No.
No?
Sweet Home Chicago.
You're going to do Sweet Home Chicago.
Yeah, we like Buddy Guy, and we figure it's a tribute. We like to do this.
Excellent. I'm seeing lots of thumbs up and nods of approval from the audience. So this is Sweet Home Chicago.
Come on, baby, don't you wanna go? Come on, baby, don't you wanna go? Got that same old place, the sweet home, Chicago. Come on, baby, don't you wanna go? Come on, baby, don't you wanna go? About the same old place, the sweet home, Chicago. I'm gonna count now. Now 1 and 1 is 2, and 2 and 2 is 4 now. Come on, baby, get out that door. Hey, hey, baby, don't you wanna go? About that same old place, the sweet home, Chicago. Play me, Davey. Come on, baby, don't you wanna go? Come on, baby, don't you wanna go? About that same old place, the sweet home, Chicago. I'm gonna count again now. Well, now 2 2 is 4, and 4 and 4 is 8 now. Come on, baby, now don't be late. Hey, 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 baby, don't you wanna go? About that same old place, the sweet home, Chicago. Let's do Buddy Guy style now. Come on, baby, don't you wanna go? Come on, don't you wanna go? Back to that same old place, sweet home, Chicago. Take it home now. Come on, baby, don't you wanna go? Come on, baby, don't you wanna go? About that same old place, sweet home, Chicago. Thank you.
Love that song. That was Sweet Home Chicago as performed by the Lyle Catt Blues Band. I'm wondering, as we're sort of getting into the end of the show, which is always sad, but as we get towards the end of the show, I'm wondering, do you guys have any gigs coming up that you want to share, or is there anything on the horizon immediately? Or
Yeah, actually, it's kind of funny in one way. We're playing at the Port Grocer on, I think it's April the 21st, and we don't know how the hell we're going to fit in there, but it's a party place down there, and that's what we're going for. So we're going to sandwich the Hammond B3 and the Leslie in there.
Woohoo.
So Jim's going to come down because he's in love with my Leslie. Hands off my Leslie, Jim.
And if you've never been to the Port Grocer, guys, you're missing something. Go there and check it out. It's a great place to go. Lots of entertainment, and it's a great place.
They have
Food's
pub
awesome.
night every Friday night. So, yeah, we're April the 21st, but there's all kinds of stuff going on every Friday.
excellent. I've heard nothing but good things about the Port Grocer, and I'm sure a couple people in this room have been down there to go check it out. So that's on my to-do list for sure.
All right.
Let's have your last tune. Oh, I know, sad. The next one you're going to do for us, and this time I am right in assuming that it's going to be Texas Flood, correct?
Yeah.
You were thinking about saying no. I saw that look.
I didn't want to mess with you. Yeah. We just threw this one in.
Texas, all those telephone lines are down. Well, it's flooding down in Texas, all those telephone lines are down. Single sound. Well, dark clouds are rolling. Man, I'm standing out in the rain. Well, dark clouds are rolling. Man, I'm standing out in the rain. Well, flood waters keep a-rolling. Man, it's about to drop on me insane. baby. Lord, I'm going back home to stay. Well, I'm leaving you, baby. Lord, I'm going back home to stay. Well, back home the floods and tornado, baby, and the sun shines every day.
Thank you.
And his fingers never left his hand.
That was absolutely killer, guys. That was Texas Flood as performed by the Lyle Catt Blues Band. Quickly before we wrap the show up, if people are interested in booking you guys for gigs or they want to find out more information about you guys, where can people go to find that?
531-3133 or Pizzo1, that's P-E-Z-O-1, at bwr.eastlink.ca.
And
I'm Peter Mason, so just give me a holler.
Excellent. And is there any other place if people are savvy with the Facebook or anything? Do you guys have a page for the band? Do you
Yes.
post anything to that?
Yes, we're on Facebook.
And so that would be just at the Lyle Catt Blues Band. That's Lyle space CATT for anyone out there who wants to know more about you and can find you on Facebook. I want to thank Peter, David, Rick, and Art for coming in and playing for us this evening. Let's give them another round of applause.
Thanks. It's been great.
Oh, thank you very much. I'm so happy that you guys could come in. I would also like to thank our live studio audience who's in here tonight and also our listeners at home for supporting the show. So another round. Tonight's episode was hosted and mixed by Stefan Ramey, and our recording engineer in the booth tonight was Adam Fancy. Thank you for listening to the Conquerall Mills Music Show on 88.7 CKVE Cove FM and online at covefm.com. Please stay tuned after the Conquerall Mills Music Show for Time Machine with Bob McDonald at 9 p.m. Have a great evening.